This is 96 reviews have Star Wars The Phantom Menace Vintage Collection Naboo Royal Guard toy review. So here you go. So first of all, shout out to Toys 210. I know I did that in my other Jedi review, but thanks so much. This card back did have a sticker in it for the Darth Maul, but it's very easy to remove. I had no idea, and Toys 210 sent me a message telling me about it, so that was awesome. Was able to remove it and get a nice clean picture without an obtrusive sticker in it. So there you go. Just so you know, it's a very easy to remove. It's really, I've removed about 6 now from different toys, and none of them have left any kind of mark or anything. I haven't been doing it like really gently, you know. I've just been really just taking it off, so it turns out fine and it doesn't break it. So yeah, so cool picture of the Naboo Guard. To get 2 and one really nice picture of one, which is good. Naboo Guard, Phantom Menace. The rest in the assortment. Really don't like the back of packaging, which I have mentioned before. Yeah, but what are you going to do? I have them all, and I have been reviewing them all for you, leading up to my Darth Maul review, which will signify the release of the Phantom Menace in 3D. My last review of the Phantom Menace Vintage Toys will be Darth Maul, just so you guys know. So yeah, so the Naboo Royal Guard, so pretty cool. This was a character debut figure, which I really like that. I think it's a unique thing that they do the character debut, they put the sticker on it, so yeah. Overall, he's not a very great character. I mean, he's a soldier. You know, the Naboos, he's more of a police person than an army person. He's just kind of like a police for Naboo. So nothing quite special there. He's not going to be a really great army builder. If you want to get 2 or 3, that would look good next to Padme or something. But other than that, it's not great. As far as detail, really nice. So I love the lines in his outfit, and the lines in his sleeves there and the gloves. They look very nice. And you know, as I'm looking at this, actually no. For a second I thought maybe they just reused the same gloves from Darth Maul, but they haven't. Good head sculpt, love the helmet, I think it looks really nice, and then the whole shoes and boots are very good. His pants, the red on his pants looks really cheap. I mean, it just looks like an old toy, and then with the whole old kind of joint that they used back when, it looks like a really old toy. From the waist down, it looks like just, you know, a really old vintage toy, like a real vintage toy, and then the top looks more modern. So yeah, so I'm not loving how the pants are colored. I don't know what that color is. It really makes me think of old vintage toys. I don't know if it does the same thing to you, but that's how I feel. The gun is really nice. It's got a really big hilt, but he can hold it very nicely, and it's a good pistol. It has a holster if you want to slide in there, so that's cool. The helmet is removable. One thing I'm liking about these Phantom Menace toys is their helmets, pretty much all, or goggles or whatever, are all pretty much removable. Remove it, you got a decent face sculpt, just a generic person. Pretty cool. They totally could have just molded this on there, and it would probably be cheaper because they wouldn't have to make the hair and everything. And yeah, but they decided not to. So pretty cool. So this figure is very nice. It's decent. It's got decent articulation. Barger in head, ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge elbows, swivel at the glove, swivel at the waist, swivel hips, ball hinge knees, hinge swivel ankles. So there you go. So decent articulation, same articulation for any basic vintage collection Phantom Menace character. So nothing too special there, but it doesn't lack in articulation, which is good. I use Qui-Gon Jinn in just about every one of my size comparisons, so here you go. Because he's pretty generic, just like character for size comparison. I think he works really well. If he stands, you know, that's always helpful. As you can see, good in size comparison. He's about the right height, and he does kind of look cool next to Padme as like one of her guards or policemen or whatever. Looks pretty nice. Although the Padme that is actually with them, fighting with them at the end battle, they didn't have a vintage character for that version of Padme. They didn't make into a vintage toy. But if I'm not mistaken, they are coming out with another Padme, more like how she was throughout the entire movie, and not from vintage, but from the another Star Wars Phantom Menace toy line. So when that comes out, that'll probably be really good with the Naboo Guard. So yeah, so if you want to get a couple of these, cool. It's not a great toy for a kid. The kid's gonna want Darth Maul or the battle droids or the Jedis or the pod racers. You know, they're not gonna really go for this guy. This is definitely one for the collectors, the people who are completists. So if you're a completist, go ahead and get it. If you like the Phantom Menace, definitely get it. Overall, it's good. It's not going to disappoint you, but it's not going to really make you go, yes, I love this, I've got to get some more. The Darth Maul did that for me. This one, it's okay. Glad I have it. Pretty neat, and that's about it. So there you go. So that's my review of Star Wars, the Phantom Menace Vintage Collection Naboo Royal Guard. Thanks for watching.